Hey everyone, Thrash Bandicoot here with my first ever sports vlog. Basically, these sports vlogs are just going to be little vlogs that I'll be posting about one of the other things I actually really like, which is sports. Of course, I love posting music and I love to keep posting more of it, but I kind of want to branch out and do some other things. Make this channel the mixed bag channel that I originally intended it to be. Anyway, that note aside, I'm going to present with you two ideas for sport and just ask you which one you think would be better and be more successful. If these ideas were to come to fruition, I don't know if they will, maybe not, but if these ideas do come to fruition, I was wondering which one that you guys think would be more successful. Now, both of these pertain to American football, which is my favorite sport. I love it. Um, but again, any kind of the gridiron football code I love in general. I like watching the Canadian Football League, and I'm actually pretty psyched for the Arena Football League season when that kicks off in April. But anyway, back to the main topic of this video. The first idea I want to propose is the Canadian Football League giving an expansion into the United States a second try. Just giving it one more chance, trying it again. And I do have a little bit of evidence to back up this idea. So you had the first CFL USA expansion, which was in the 1993, 1994, and 1995 CFL seasons. What happened was these teams weren't very successful, except the Baltimore Stallions because they won the Grey Cup. And overall, it folded because you had Canada's current economic state when the CFL when Canada went into another economic recession in 1996. As a result, the Stallions were brought into Canada and were turned into the current incarnation of the Montreal Alouettes. I don't know how to speak French, sorry. But I think it would work. Personally, I don't know what you guys think, because you have to take into account, the economic state of Canada and even where the teams are placed. Because if they were to do this, I think they should place the teams in the states that have a border with the United States, because you can't really have a rivalry going between Atlanta and Calgary. It's not going to work. I do think Alaska would be an interesting market to try, because think of it this way, pro sports don't really exist there. And I think that if you put a team in Anchorage, you'll have a bunch of people who probably be willing to support the team, who probably would be willing to go to the games and watch the team and root for them and pull for them to win. So yeah, and also, since the National Football League, the NFL, is the most popular sports league in the United States. Football is the most popular pro sport, NFL, college, what have you. This would give football fans, whether they're professional or collegiate fans, just something to tide them over. Something to hold them up to fix the football cravings until the season starts again in the fall. And I think that would actually really work, even if the team is up in Idaho or wherever you put it. The second idea I had definitely was NFL Japan. This idea comes from comes from an unusual source, NFL Europe. Now, the reason why I mention NFL Europe is before they were NFL Europe, they were the World League of American Football in 1991 and 1992. Before the league shut down in 1992, they had teams in the United States, Canada, and Europe, all over Europe. In fact, the European teams would become NFL Europe, and the U.S. and Canadian teams would just kind of go bye-bye. But before the league shut down in 1992 and before their 1995 rebranding as NFL Europe, there were talks about expansion teams in Japan and Australia between Paul Tagliabue and a lot of those people. So I think maybe it could work. Also, Japan has plenty of stadiums, and they also have plenty of available players, because you have the X League, which is like their big football league out there. It features mostly corporate teams, people who play part-time and are full-time, office workers. But you have American players over there in the X League. You also have a lot of the Japanese players. So this would really give an opportunity for those guys to show their talents on a professional scale. Also, the league could also work as a developmental league, or even be its own separate league if you really want it to. Considering NFL Europe kind of grew into its own separate league towards the last few years of its existence, because sure, NFL Europe got players onto NFL rosters, but they were already exhausted from having played an entire season. So that's also up for debate. If they do create an NFL Japan, should that be treated as its own separate league, or should it be a developmental league? It's up to you to decide. And also, the Japan's plenty of stadiums for teams to play at. You got the Tokyo Dome and what have you over there, and I think the idea would work. Just give the proper media coverage, the proper promotions, and I think both ideas really could work in essence. But hey, I want you guys to tell me what you think. Debate it in the comments. Hit that like button and subscribe, and bye.